めてくれ。そんな話今はしたくない。
やめないよ。柊君がしっかりと現実を見るまでやめない。
だからやめてくれ。俺は
なら言ってあげる。ひな子はね、死んだんだよ。ひな子は向こうの世界で
We're
楽
the
しくやっ
dead
ているんだ
one?
から。
相棒遅かったな。
We're the dead one?
行こうぜ。
We're the dead one?
Bro,
Or
what?
does she just keep trying to tell him, like, we don't have to keep waiting for her. She's already dead.
We're the dead one?
Call of Duty Big Dead 1?
That sounds like an episode title. If I've heard one.
昔はなかったのに。
鍵は学校にあるはずだ。
ちょっと休憩しようよ。
Okay, what does it mean to be dead?
しばらく休ませて。
Well, I could think of at least one definition for sure.
I mean, what would have to be true about the story
俺は鍵を
for it to support us being a dead character interacting with the three of them?
遅いよ。
Or the two of them.
一緒にいて。
別に俺
Just needs to be Silent Hill,
もう少し
baby.
休め。鍵は私が探す。
そうだよ。柊君はずっと戦闘で頑張ってたんだから。後からついてくるだけだったひな子の方が余裕あるって。
おい、そんな言い方をするなよ。
私は気にしない。二人とも休んでてくれ。行ってくる。
Allowing my enemies to manipulate my allies out of politeness.
Oh, man.
Nice. We're in a school. We have a map. Things are looking like Silent Hill all of a sudden.
Love to walk into a school and get the school map off of the wall.
Okay, so are we dead? Was that just a way to get him to move on and leave us behind, or was it real? If it's real, then
It doesn't really make that much sense as a metaphor, right? Like, we weren't any more behind or missing than we have been for the whole game.
no, but Rinko's been acting fucking crazy.
I mean-
the shit she's saying to our face and in front of us has been insane.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like that. You're right that would be crazy to say. Like, we waited 5 minutes, so she's probably dead. Let's move on. Like, that's crazy, but that's how she's been.
Yeah, and
already.
I also want to say, like, if she was being metaphorical, or like not
hyperbolic.
if she's being hyperbolic, you'd expect him to react in some way. But I'm like, but this is Silent Hill. No one reacts in any kind of logical way,
anything,
so
right.
so we can't go on any of that.
And this is what's so useful about being a Silent Hill game is that you can kind of make anyone behave in any way. And so the thing that I'm thinking is, let's just take the game at its word and as an experiment to see what they could be implying. And to me, it would be like, we would have to be acting under the fox's influence. Because we know that the fox shouldn't be trusted, or at least we think that that's true.
What do you...
But we haven't...
I don't
We
get.
haven't acted on that. I don't get it either. I'm just This is pure spitball.
It would be, I mean, of course, there was the time we got pushed down the stairs. What if we died falling down the stairs?
Right. I totally believe
that all-
Or it's possible we were already dead and
Yeah.
she already knew that we were dead. And so she was like exorcising us or something. That's totally possible to me. Like all of these things are possible. Like what does it mean to be working, like being under the Fox's influence? I don't know. But the Fox definitely has something to do. Fox Mask is what I'm talking about.
Foxedo Mask.
A Foxedo Mask has something to do with spirits and like the spirit world,
certainly,
and interacting with demons and maybe even judging or not judging. And we drank that fire. Remember, we drank the fire.
I remember we
that
drank
could
the
have killed
fire.
us. We could be dead from drinking that fire, and now we're here, like feeling like we're just tagging along with our friends, but actually we're like interceding on behalf of the Fox now. That's sort of what I'm thinking that's what would like something like that would have to be true in order to support like, oh yeah, we're dead and we're walking around as like a zombie girl or something.
The vice principal is so paranoid about his keys that he always takes them with him whenever he leaves. So it's kind of ironic that he lost his keys to the stairwell. He's looking for them frantically like a madman. He had the nerve to ask me to help him find them, but I'm the one who needs help with this pile of paperwork I have.
That sounds like a perfect you scratch my back, I scratch yours situation. Right? I have a pile of paperwork I need help with. The principal has a key that he needs to find. You help me find the key, I'll help you with your paperwork. That sounds like totally normal behavior to me.
But maybe she knows that the principal's not going to help her with the paperwork. To all faculty on patrol duty, to prevent students from going to the second floor, please ensure the corridor is locked at the end of the day. On patrol this week, Vice Principal Matsuo. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this whole being dead thing, it's like, in terms of what we have to go on, it's like the possibilities are so wide open. It's like, well, I could imagine a bunch of narrative explanations for what's going on, but I don't have any way to think any of them are more plausible than any other.
I think it invites us to think more about what's going on in Fox Mask World. What is going on in Fox Mask World?
Right. Well, we found Sakuko in Fox Mask World, which certainly made it seem like some kind of world of spirits or the dead, and perhaps that's why we're there.
And definitely also demons. It was sort of implied to be purgatorial in a sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, Foxedo Mask absolutely calls that thing a spirit. I think an impure spirit, I think is what he calls it. I can't remember exactly.
Chrysanthemums grown by our very own vice principal have won the governor's prize. Did you know that Vice Principal Matsuo has a green thumb? His exquisite chrysanthemums took the top prize in their category at the Floriculture Fair held by the Prefectural Council. If you haven't already, take this opportunity to admire the Vice Principal's masterfully pruned flower displays on the school grounds.
I bet there's a clue there.
I bet there might be a clue there. That's a clue.
So we've got rhododendron, begonia, and now chrysanthemum?
Wow. There's all kinds of flowers.
What is this, the garden in Wellesley?
Oh my god.
My favorite part of that job was working with paint thinner in a confined space and no mask. She had these like really old chairs that had been like no, cabinets. There were cabinet doors that had been like painted over several times, and she wanted them stripped back to their original paint. And no one ever said, don't do this in the garage.
Oh man. Any more to that story, or is it just like, it's funny I did that thing, knowing now I shouldn't have?
Couple months of headaches.
Whoa, a couple months of headaches.
Yeah, it was not a one-day job. It was like a twice a week thing for like a couple weeks.
Wait. Oh, so you were doing this over and over again?
Yeah. There was like several cabinets, and they took, you take a layer off, and then you have to take another layer off. You take another layer off, and there was other work. So you would go in, we would strip some paint, and then we would do the other work.
Is that not something you just take a scraper to at that point, if there's that much paint on them?
I think, she wanted to preserve the bottom layer.
Right.
I can't imagine we did a good job at this. And I think that what she wanted was maybe impossible. But we weren't getting paid to do a good job. We were getting paid to do what she said.
Right.
You know what I mean?
School founder's anecdote. Buy as much of that mountain's land as you can. Borrow money if you must, for it will surely bring you great wealth. Shortly thereafter, the country commenced their dam construction plan, and the mountain Mr. Yoneda had purchased was indeed a boon. He spent every last yen he earned on his hometown of Ebisugaoka. One result of this generosity was Ebisugaoka Middle School. Mr. Yoneda donated the Inari statue and housed it inside the small shrine seen on school grounds as his way of saying thanks to the fox that blessed him.
Thank you, Fox.
Thank you, Fox.
A fox blessed me. His name's Fox Mulder.
This is a 20th century fox.
The fox that blessed me also is a 20th century fox.
This could be a 19th century fox. I don't like this creepy little guy.
Second time. The doctor also had him.
Get him out of here.
Do you think it's the same thing?
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same creepy guy. He moves and then he stands still.
Like Toy Story or B-Movie. Scary.
That fucking creepy little guy freaked me out just now when I turned and it was right there.
Turn around.
I didn't like that.
Are we going out of doors?
I think it's time to go out of doors. Out of windows, more like. Huh?
Well, what is windows but high doors?
Oh, and they say when God closes a door, he opens a smaller door higher up. So. Mm-hmm. Oh, you can come up here? What the actual fuck? Try getting through that smaller door higher up, fat ass. No. Ooh. Creepy. Where was the other window? Because I found two windows. Okay. Wait, no, it's the same window. Where's the other window? I found two windows, god damn it. Well, this is something. That's got to be something.
Got to be something. We're looking for the chrysanthemums, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I know that they said that the principal lost his key in the stairwell.
No,
But
he
I'm
lost
thinking
his
that maybe-
key to the stairwell.
Oh, I thought that was like a funny way of saying like if you dropped your key down the toilet, you say you lost it to the toilet.
Right, yeah.
Like it's.
I think I accidentally read it in the cadence that implied that, but I don't think that's what they
Okay,
meant.
maybe that's okay. I think that you're right. He lost the key to the stairwell. So I'm thinking that probably the key's near those chrysanthemums. Origami of rumors. Ha! Looks like someone heard my prayers. To whichever god who answered them, thank you. Well, of course it was Oinari-san. What other god could there
What
be?
other god could there be? What about
Wink, wink.
what about Ebisu?
No.
Oh.
No other god.
ダム建設で一山当てた成金がわざわざここに学校を建てたって聞いたことがある。
Nice. This dried carcass yields great faith.
What can we do here? We can munch on this pill. Take one of these
Chat,
guys.
do not
they
let
stack.
Inari. Do not let Inari hear you talking about other gods. Clearly, it's an issue for him.
When did I get this Yokon? I'm confused.
I think that instead of dropping something, you should go to a shrine, sell some stuff, and then come back, get this, go back, and then sell it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just right there. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
just sell stuff. This game's got plenty of healing items. We'll be fine. The Yokon was in the shoe shelves.
The shoe shelves.
Shoe shelves. She shelves. By the seashore.
Shoe shelves by the shoe shore.
What's the play?
Blue 32.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Now here's a question.
Yep.
What does that stuff all mean?
Well, I was talking about David Copperfield's alien puppet guy.
David Copperfield has an alien puppet called Blue 32.
42. Blue 42.
Blue
Sorry.
42?
I think it was Blue 42.
Why are football moves named after dye colors?
I think it's just a code name, Keith. It's so that the other team doesn't know what you're saying.
Doesn't know. And then what are you saying though when you say that stuff?
Whatever play Blue 42 is.
But how come you say it twice?
Just in case people didn't hear you the first time. Listen, I don't know what people do in real life. We know.
Yeah,
they
I'm talking about in real
They say
life.
it 2 times in like movies and stuff, but I don't know
Yeah,
what they
why
do
do
in
they
real
say it
life.
2 times in movies? What does hut hut mean? Does it mean just like ready set? Is like hut hut hike mean ready set go? And also, could they switch to saying that? Because it would be funnier.
Yes, is the hut supposed to be psyching the other team out into going off sides? Because like you thought I was gonna say hike, but I didn't. I said hut.
Yeah, that totally makes sense to me but it's never worked, I assume, or it hasn't worked in 100
I
years.
don't know. You literally don't know.
ボックスが開かない
I literally don't know, but I know that if I had a like
But again,
$1 trillion industry, I wouldn't have my like multi-millionaire contracted athletes be falling for a gotcha trick like that.
but again, like the killer bullies in anime, we don't know that anyone actually says that. We just know they say that in like movies or
They
whatever.
just say that in movies, yeah. Okay, this is what I want to know. Do they say Blue 42 twice or more times even? Do they say hot hot hike in real football?
俺には相棒を放っておくことはできない。
いつまで相棒ごっこ続けるの？もうあなたには相棒なんていないんだよ。
I think that might be the same dialogue we got before.
I didn't remember
Making
seeing
sure
that.
that we...
What if I leave and come back? They're gonna say something else.
So they seem to be aware that we're
Yeah, like
like interacting with them.
they've suddenly started going back and forth between like every time I'm not there, they talk about me like I'm dead, and then when I'm there, they're suddenly like, "Oh, hey, it's you. So what are we doing now?"
Well, but to me, that exchange didn't imply that we're dead and gone. It implies that we're dead and with them.
But
Because he said that we're suffering. He says that we're
Right.
suffering, and then she said, "Forget about it. Your partner is gone."
right,
How can we be suffering if we're dead?
But
That fucking scared the shit out of me. That guy fucking hiked me.
it really did sound like that. Suddenly it was like reality's blurred, and I was like, "Wait, they were talking about they weren't talking about football in Silent Hill."
No, we brought that
Yeah.
to the game.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't remember when it was, but I guess David Copperfield had a whole thing where he'd like bring a weird animatronic puppet thing on the stage with him, and it was a blue space alien named Blue 42, and he talked to it a bunch, and I think he would pretend like this alien was his childhood friend when he was small, and something.
The magician?
Love was important. Yeah, the magician. That's what's so weird about it.
Did people like this? Is this a liked bit?
Well, I think I only heard about it. I guess it must have been a podcast. I have no memory of where I heard about this, but certainly
Could be Jim Pardo.
Certainly the person relaying the story did not seem to think it was very good.
Addie Lohman says Ari killer bullies. That's a thing in English lit in the early
Also
20th
true,
century
yeah.
that you see a lot. That is true. And I feel like Stephen King does it too, but for Japan. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I remember talking about
certainly
this.
evil bullies is a pretty broad
Evil bullies
trope.
is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is I thought about Stephen King when I can't remember. This is the curse of the podcaster. I had a long conversation about this, but I don't know if it was on a thing or if it was just in my life with people in my life. But Stephen King came up as
Whoa.
like a version of, oh, that looks really
Look at
cool.
this guy. He's so
That looks
big.
great.
He gets his whole own perspective.
He gets his whole own perspective. Stephen King came up as like the exact thing that I see all the time in Japanese stuff, but obviously Stephen King is American. But it to me it only serves to highlight how rare it is in American media. I feel like Stephen King has it as like part of his oeuvre that doesn't really show up. elsewhere. It's just a frequency thing. I just feel like I see it all the time. Maybe it's a coincidence. I just happen to have seen a lot of examples of this from anime, but not a lot from non-Stephen King
Whoa!
stuff.
Wait.
Whoa.
This place big.
Yeah.
Huh.
This place big.
This place big.
Should check in that house. Check in that little house.
Hey!
Oh,
Got him.
nice.
We're good here.
And you did it by identifying chrysanthemum. Plants really did help today. It wasn't stupid to be talking about rhododendron.
I honestly, if you had put a gun to my head, I would have said those were hydrangeas.
Damn, thank God no one put a gun to your head. That would have been a disaster.
Pretty much, yeah.
Did they close the window and now you have to win this fight?
Oh, that sounds... Nope, I'm just on the wrong side.
Okay, that's great.
No! No!
Good dodge. Oh, wow.
I think
That shouldn't be
that
allowed.
was horse shit.
That was horseshit. That guy didn't give a fuck about you.
Why should he? I'm dead.
Good point.
Hey. Oh
Nope.
my god. Oh my goodness. Creepy guy. Oh!
Oh my
that
God.
freaked me out.
That really freaked me out.
No time for it though. It happened so fast I didn't have time to stop and think about it. I'm just like we're moving.
Did you hear the diegetic piano?
Ooh, I thought that was non-diegetic piano.
I think it was diegetic.
No,
It sounded like it was coming from one of the rings.
I was kidding.
Oh.
I was kidding, but then after I said it, I was like, "There's not really a joke there."
Just disagreeing to disagree.
It's one of those
Just being
things,
generally
like,
disagreeable.
Is this something? And then you say it, and you're like, "Yeah, it wasn't really anything."
Yeah, it wasn't anything. Yeah, you shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have fucking said
I'm a
that.
fucking idiot. Nah, jeez. Wait, I thought chocolate bar heals a little bit of health. What the hell's going on here?
What the health's going on?
Slightly restores max sanity. God dang it.
And sanity will not be consumed.
But the bandages stack too. That's only one stack of bandages. Is anything in what's good? Okay. I could use a first aid kit.
We're also not like crazy far from a shrine.
No.
I would use shrine.
I'm not going anywhere. There was all kinds of mannequins down there.
They didn't even move. They were just like that.
I bet if we had turned around, they would have been moving. They don't move when you're looking at them or whatever the thing is.
Okay, now here's
Got 3 of these things. Jesus.
what if it's Rinku?
Ringu,
Rinku?
the movie.
Rango. Rango. But with the lizard. Made by the same guy who made Mouse Hunt, by the way. Directed.
I have not seen it. I have to say.
You haven't seen Rango? Or you haven't seen Mouse Hunt?
You know I've seen Mouse Hunt.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's what I thought. Gore Verbinski.
Gore Verbinski.
He did Rango. He did the terrible Lone Ranger movie.
Uh-oh.
He did a bunch of Pirates of the Caribbean. He did a ton of work with Johnny
Yeah.
Depp, and he did Mouse Hunt, and he did The Ring.
He did do Ringu. Not Ringu, but you know.
Right. The ring.
The ring.
Could you click back in on the game?
Oops. Oop.
I want to be able to see the extremely scary haunted school where all the bad stuff happens.
Come on.
This game has a lot of like you go into a place
And the door closes.
and the ghosts lock you in. She used to give me what? Oh, the right answers. Damn, times have changed.
Hinako isn't coming. I'm sorry for lying to you, but I thought that I needed to get you alone to find out how you truly feel. Look into your heart and try opening this box with your true feelings. This box is going to be full of eyeballs. Do you remember that day when just the two of us went to that cafe? We talked about
I hope it all rhymes.
We talked about how it felt like we were delinquents since we were supposed to be going to school that day. But you know what? I didn't care what the other people thought about us, because as long as I could spend time with you, that was all I needed. That's all I need. I just need to spend
Just
time with you and
and
the
this paddle game.
and the chair, and that's all I need. We both ordered the same cake that day. I can still remember how my heart almost burst out of my chest the moment the same words flowed from those lips. The sweet and tart fruit on the cake. The taste still lingers in my mouth like it was yesterday. Do you still remember the taste too? Let's open this motherfucking box.
Let's open it with our heart.
Okay, we got slide.
Apple. Pumpkin. Cherry.
間違えたか
No, I
Oh.
think you'll find actually it is right, and you're the one who's wrong. Because they were all fruit.
I think maybe it wasn't. Oh wait,
There's more.
is there two sides? Okay.
Well, they talked about fruit on the thing. Oh, those both look like fruit.
But only one of them would be on a sweet and tart fruit cake.
Maybe we want to just have the fruit showing. I'm still going with the fruit thing. What even is that?
That's a pie. That's a slice of pie.
Huh. Yeah, I guess it could be. Nailed it.
Yep.
So you did remember. Well, that makes me feel very special. By the way, are you over Hinako now? I apologize if I sound blunt, but I want to make it clear. That girl is dead.
What is going on with that?
Rinko is such a tactful conversationalist. I know you're going through a rough time right now, and you must be in so much pain, but seriously, get the fuck over it. But you know, I can be there for you. Would you rather go through it yourself still? I can picture us slowly unfolding the pages of our hearts, talking about all the small mundane details of our day-to-day lives without that dead bitch around.
God, I hate that dead
By
bitch.
filling up one journal after another with our thoughts, I know we can make a fresh start. A blank page upon which we can write the new story of our lives. Surely you can see it too.
That sounds boring as
You
fuck,
think,
actually.
you think we are dead and Rinko killed us?
She tried to kill us. We saw
Yeah.
it. But surely this box predates.
Just books, just journals. All the journals.
All the journals.
Well, maybe the pushing down the stairs
Wow.
was a second. It was a re-killing. It's like I already killed you once. I'm gonna do it again because I hate that you're ruining this for me. What's that thing on the left, bottom left?
It's a
Are
shuriken?
there supposed to be two fish? Because if so, there's some fucking weird looking fish.
Well, there's a paper crane, so I think it's going to be that
Where
one.
the hell did my fucking glasses go? Where am I?
You have fucking glasses?
Where are my fucking glasses?
I can only find my reading glasses.
By the way, I tightened the bolts on my chair and it's not a squeaky anymore.
Sick.
Still a little
awesome.
squeaky.
I didn't notice, which is exactly what you want from a chair.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to notice someone else's chair from across
Alright,
the internet.
Let me look for my glasses.
Kyle took off their headphones. So it's just us. That means I was right 2 times in a row. Compressor and chair. I'm looking out for you guys on the audio.
Hey, Keith. Hey, Keith, I found him.
Yeah, what? Oh, that's great.
I found him. You want to know where I found him?
Were they on your head?
Yeah, I was wearing them. They're on my eyes.
Really?
They're
on your
over my eyes. So,
I had pictured them up,
as it,
but not literally.
as if I.
So you were looking at something with your glasses, saying, "Where the fuck are my
Yeah,
glasses?"
so as if I didn't already know this, I really need to get my prescription updated.
Yeah.
Meh.
Did she say something about rolling the dice on a new life?
I don't think so.
No.
She talked about unfolding the pages, and
Okay, so that's definitely
the crane is folded. I don't know what these 2 shrimps are. Um.
Slowly unfolding the pages of our hearts, talking about all the small, mundane details of our day-to-day lives. By filling up one journal after another with our thoughts, I know we can make a fresh start. A blank page upon which we can write the new story of our lives. So we have 3 books that open up, right? And then we have...
Ooh, that one's closed.
Well, but I mean, it's getting progressively more open. So it's
this fan is unfolded.
Is it things that unfold?
You're right. The book does get more unfolded, though.
Yeah, so I like that as a visual metaphor.
Yeah. Let's stick with that one, because I don't know what's going on over here. Oh. Wait. Okay, hang on. What if it's just...
What if there's
book
2?
unfold even more, and then crane. And then it becomes a crane.
Right.
All right, it's just the books.
Just wasn't... Okay. The crane, even though it fits perfectly with what was said, isn't right.
Even though we had a great idea, it wasn't the answer.
Yeah, even though, we had a... They could have easily put something not made of paper that doesn't unfold, and they didn't, and that's fine, and ours was better, but
Of course, a crane is not unfolded. It's folded. It's the complete opposite of unfolded. So,
but actually, we've already in this game today found a paper fox within which we unfolded a message. So,
I'm glad to hear you're trying to stay positive, and remember, I'll always be here for you if you need anything. You know, you're not the only one who's sad because Hinako is no longer with us. It really is seeming that way, though, to be honest.
Yeah, it's seeming that way.
If the two of you could huddle together and then hike, we could soothe this pain that bites like the cold of winter, and then surely spring will arrive, welcoming us with Sakura in full bloom to celebrate our union. Can you picture the beautifully blooming Sakura awaiting us?
Wow, there's more of this. Okay, so I see the beautifully blooming Sakura, and it's not close. Well, it's not any of the bottom one, because that's a bonsai. It's not a Sakura. And it's a pie, not a Sakura. Oh, there could be a cherry pie. Okay. So So it's
I'm
neither
not
of the middle
familiar
ones.
enough with what the trees or really the flowers look like.
Okay, so it's none of the middle two. I think that the bottom is right. I don't think that the thing on the left is right, but the thing on the right could be a cherry blossom. So I think that it's that. And then
well, these are
I think
cherries.
we keep the cherries. But now this is going to sound stupid. There's cherries on cherry blossom trees, right? It's not just called a cherry blossom.
You know,
I would only ask
think
that because
so.
of... Okay, so let's keep the cherries.
Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Could be cherry pie.
Definitely get rid of the other one on the.
And
that could be cherry pie.
Yeah.
I don't. I think that that's a juniper bonsai.
I mean, that's not.
Yeah.
And this, I mean, that's literally a tree with petals falling out of it. Probably not the cherries though, right?
Maybe not the cherries.
There we go.
Okay.
Dear Shu, I like you. I love you. I always have and I always will. I'll be waiting to hear what you think about me. This was an unopened envelope, by the way.
Second floor classroom generic key.
Ooh.
It might unlock the classroom door on the second floor.
I wish it was a specific key. That would be more helpful.
Yeah, I would love a specific
Shu hasn't
key.
read this letter. Yuck. Yucko.
Journal updated. Oh, yucko. Wait, was that in there? Was that always there?
I don't think it was in there or there before. I think it has appeared by the magic of Silent Hill.
Can we check our journal for like new info? Like, I know that it probably is only adding things that we've read.
Journal can't have new info. That's not how journal work. Wow, look at that guy's bow tie.
We're in puzzles that I think we should be in characters or maybe information.
Me, I'm dead.
Always had a vast knowledge of plants and flowers. So
What?
his nickname came to be Professor Horticulture. He has so many aspirations for his future. He wants to be a gardener, herbalist, Matsutake farmer, and a member of the Space Army.
What?
Shu comes from a long line of pharmacists with his grandmother still working as one. Following the war, a town doctor was finally able to open an actual practice. Before that, the Iwais were said to have been stand-in doctors. So these are the people giving people the fucking illegal rice drink. As Shu's grandma's boy, he spent a lot of time learning about various types of plants, flowers, medicinal herbs. That seemed to have sparked his interest in medicine, which eventually led to him learning first aid. It seems that he was interested in learning first aid because his family lineage is pharmacists and to fulfill his duty as being a member of the Space Army.
That's not a thing. Space Army is not real. It's such a non sequitur. Like, he's Professor Horticulture. He loves flowers. He wants to be a farmer, and he wants to be in the Space Army.
I think she's inserting her own interests into her journal about him.
No, since they mentioned,
Was there no info on did you skip all the other ones because they didn't have red dots?
yes.
Okay.
Since they mentioned the war, worth pointing out that by these kids' ages and the year that it is, all of these kids were born like the minute World War II ended.
Yes, true. This we've seen. Rinko is earnest and works really hard, but she also tends to get a little too caught up in her own ways of seeing
I'll
things.
say.
Once she's come to a conclusion in her head,
shit.
it can be like pulling teeth to convince her otherwise. Although we're the best of friends now, we've had 2 or 3 huge fights in the past that ended with us not speaking with each other for weeks and weeks. I'm sure we'll end up fighting again in the future, but even if we do, I know we'll be able to make up again. Rinko is always asking whether Shu and I are an item. I tell her every time that we're not, but she never seems to buy it. I heard a rumor that Rinko is gossiping about me behind my back. Was that rumor seeing it with your own 2 dead eyes? I suppose love can tear apart even the closest friends. I don't know what to do.
Foxito Mask.
A mysterious man who wears a fox mask. He never takes it off, so I feel I have yet to see his true self. He is always, I wonder if that's true. He has such a refined air about him. I think he must come from a very well-off family. For whatever reason, he seems to know me well and treats me kindly. He's almost like a prince from a fairy tale. In fact, this whole situation is like a story from a book. Who are you, and why are you leading me down this path? What about information? I love, personally, information. Fogtown. Oh, these are like the monsters
Oh,
in the
they
different
did add
places.
more monsters.
A monster that possesses sharp blades for legs. Did someone sever both of its legs and replace them with such disturbing things so it couldn't go anywhere? Or is this creature brought into existence just so it could end up like this?
No.
A bizarre monster that looks like a bunch of celluloid dolls intertwined. Each of these dolls was most likely some child's best friend. To think that it would appear like this in my nightmare.
No.
A monster in the form of Miko,
Hey,
or
Miko.
Shrine Maiden.
Yeah.
It sounds like Sakuko. It swings around a spiked mace and chain. With each swing, the crisp chime of a bell rings out. Is this actually Sakuko? Or is it just a monster pretending to be her? She's got the
Fogtown.
that Halo thing.
No, I hate these.
A moving scarecrow, or at least a monster that pretends to be a scarecrow. It's dressed in old clothes and looks like a crucified corpse from far away. Contrary to its name, it scares more kids off than crows. A giant repulsive lump of flesh that is filled to the brim with a maniacal anger. It howls awfully as it swings its large knife in any way, in any which direction. Its unfettered anger is no different from that of a wild animal. No, it's far worse than that. A particularly suspicious monster that walks around on all
I'll
fours.
say.
The greedily staring eyes, the greasy palms, the disgusting way it acts all chummy with me. All of it is completely repulsive. What's more, it never even bothers with guys. Typical.
Gross.
That's very strange. A face, 2 faces, 3 faces, 4. A monster with a thronging mass of faces. I'm not familiar with any of the faces, yet they seem to know me. It spouts repulsive things, one after the other, violating the peace and quiet of wherever it goes. Can we look at the last one again? What's more, it never even bothers with guys.
You know, it's like it's a man. He's got balls for a tongue.
He's got balls for a tongue.
He's a creepy
and so
guy
he's
who
only
goes after
attacking
women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was hoping one of those would give us some more info about how we might fight them. Like the one thing. This is still the only one that gave helpful insight.
Yeah.
Not that they weren't interesting, but there's more Space Wars.
Oh, the Space Wars wasn't just about fighting evil with laser guns, though. We'd pretend to analyze the enemy by drawing alien sketches. During physical education,
Thank you.
we'd say that the class was a training camp for the Space Army. I think we played with dolls, too. Right, I think when we were training in first aid in order to assist the injured.
Middle school.
Ibisugaoka Middle School. This is the middle school that I attended. It was built when the town was financially well off during the dam construction, so the beautiful facilities are at odds with the rest of the dull buildings in town. I think I met Rinko during my first year here. I remember her surprise when she heard that I called Shu partner. Ibisugaoka used to be a lively town with ample labor force for construction and coal mining when this school was built. The town was always bustling, and the school was full of students. The students at the time studied how to further improve the town as adults. The students of our time now study so that we can leave to go to a bigger town when we are adults. Ain't that the way? Evil warding lantern. A type of revolving lantern that has a long history in Ibisagaoka. The picture silhouette rotates inside the lantern due to the air current that the candle makes. Normally, revolving lanterns are for entertainment, but the ones in Ibisagaoka were specifically used to ward off evil. In Ibisagaoka, there's a custom...
Ibisugaoka? Evil Sugaoka?
Evil Hill.
We cracked it.
There is a custom where women in unlucky ages hang it on their front door during Obon.
I wonder which ages are unlucky.
Origami of grievances. There's a custom that's said to get rid of your worries like magic. You write grievances that you can't tell anyone on a piece of paper, fold it into an origami fox, and then throw it somewhere that no one else will find it. If you happen to come across someone else's origami of grievances, you can put it to rest by reading it. No matter what's written on it, you have to keep the information to yourself and not tell a single soul. It's a tradition that so your problem can't be solved until someone else reads the origami that you purposefully put somewhere that no one would find it. It's a tradition that's been in the town for. It's what makes it magic.
Doesn't work if you put it where someone's going to find it.
It was particularly popular with middle schoolers. Some kids would indirectly bully others by writing gossip about the people they hated and making sure to put it in a place they would see it. I personally don't like to write bad things about people, or read them for that matter. They say that you can put those complaints to rest by reading them, so I make an effort to read them out. But to be honest, I'd rather not pick them up when I see them. I hate knowing this, Goss. Secret box. Hinako isn't. This is what we just read. Yeah.
Yeah. There's new combat stuff, or did we just not read this before?
We just never read it. Yeah, dodging. We know about dodging.
If you use circle in the middle of your dodge, you can perform 2 in a row, but at a greater cost to your stamina. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember what the grievance fox said.
It actually, I don't think it was a grievance. I thought it was like something good, right? It was like...
I thought that it was a grievance fox. Well, they've introduced specifically that the origami foxes are grievances.
Well, I know, but that as soon as you read that, I was like, that feels contrary to the fox that we read. Ooh, enemies that are stunned take more damage. Okay. Didn't we read this already?
I don't know. Ooh, someone's drag racing.
Sick.
I can hear them. They're going...
But are you sure that's not just one guy with a really loud car who wants to make it everyone else's problem?
It sounded like 2 cars. Apparently that we can review what the fox said.
There's a whole song about that.
There's a whole song about it, yeah. I don't know how to review it, but the Slayer said that we can.
Yeah, I figured.
Well, I don't know. We've looked through a lot of the fucking thing, and we didn't find a list of foxes. In 2025, they don't let me keep my list of foxes anymore.
That's probably in documents.
Looks like someone heard my prayers. To whichever God who answered them, thank you.
Not a grievance. right?
Well, I guess this is a this is thanking someone for wait, go back to it. But don't click on it, just mouse over it.
It said,
or what?
whichever God heard my prayers.
Wait,
thank you.
no, go. You're on it. You're on it. Don't click on it. Just go. An ancient practice. First, one writes the grievances they hold in their inside their heart upon a sheet of paper. Then they make a prayer to the foxes before leaving the paper in a place no one will find it.
Okay. Hey.
I guess we don't get the grievance. Oh,
And
another
I
one.
have to say, not a place no one would find this.
Well, we just saw that school kids would leave them where people could
I
find
hope
them. She should
someone
just disappear
kills her.
or abducts her. I don't care. Just whatever gets Hinako out of my life once and for all.
Boy.
I wouldn't. If I was Shu, I would not be into Rinko.
Oh, how come?
Oh, she seems like homicidal. Sorry, she is homicidal.
Oh, yeah. You know
Yeah,
what?
so I would be kind of freaked out, but that would be that would be a red flag.
I'd
for
been
me.
getting some of those vibes. Now that you mention it, it hadn't occurred to me until you said that. But then I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I do my best to not be romantically involved with homicidal maniacs.
Not me. I love drama.
お姉ちゃん
Yeah, Kyle. Kyle loves drama.
Oh, Junko.
永遠じゃないのよ。彼らだっていつか必ずあなたを裏切る。あなたが裏切り者と呼ばれたように。
お姉ちゃん
天秤にかける価値があるかどうか。しっかりと判断しなさい。
She wearing a mask?
Well, I couldn't see her.
It looked to me like she was wearing a mask.
You think Junko is Foxito Mask?
No, I don't think that.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I guess you don't have
Yeah.
my vision.
生きてる
Did you say I already made it this far?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it's because it was telling you not to turn back?
No, I don't know why she was saying that. Red ass game. Second floor classroom generic key.
Oh, it's generic because it works on everything in the second floor.
What's it say? Oh, bummer.
Liar, liar, liar.
I guess Bart Simpson had detention here.
I guess Jim Carrey had detention here.
It took me a second. They're on to me.
Liar, liar is pretty good.
It's pretty good. TT is the most disgusting person I've ever met. I wish someone would destroy her locker. If anyone wants to make my wish come true, her locker combination is 377. That's great.
Who's TT?
Well, not anyone we've heard of before, except for that time I found a locker that needed a 3-digit combination and I didn't have one.
Ooh, nice.
I don't need that shit. Oh, ball and cup. Ball and spike.
Oh, paddle game. They have paddle
That's
game
all
here.
I need. All I need is this ball and stick. That's all I need. Is that just like a little megaphone, like a little horn?
I think so. What was the locker combination? Was it 377?
377. I swear I checked this door already, but... Okay, yeah, wait. Oh. Now, am I... Not finishing that sentence. I could have sworn when we walked in it said this was the elementary school.
No, middle school. It's always been middle school.
Okay. Old annex main gate key. The key to the old annex behind the school. It can be used to open the hall doors. Note to teacher. Ayumi from the track and field club said she found a key with key box written on it during practice. If she still hasn't got it back to you, then she probably left it in her locker when she went to change. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if she forgot. She looked exhausted after practice.
Do you think that's TT?
No, because it's Ayumi. That's not a T.
Yeah, but her nickname could be like Trashy Tayumi.
Trashy Tayumi.
Yeah.
Come on now. Give me a break here.
Maybe we can find
I'm dumb.
something that increases our carrying capacity. That would be nice.
That'd be nice. I bet not, though. Is it just me, or did this room not have a lot to give compared to the other ones?
Well, you need to know about Ayumi.
I'm hearing radio static.
I think it's rain.
But it's not raining.
Mysterious.
Unless it started raining after we came in. Radio static. Right? I don't know. Juke Biscuit. It's referred to as the middle school, but the characters they're using do translate to elementary school.
Yeah, but Kai wouldn't know that.
You think maybe they said it in the dialogue, like maybe it got mixed up somewhere? Like, I swear our character said something like, "This is the elementary school I went to," but maybe...
I remember it saying middle school
Okay.
every time. This is... Highlight this for editor's privilege.
Yeah, let's just say... for the sake of sparing me extra work... Fuck.
Oh my god.
For the sake of sparing
Oh
me
my
extra
God.
work, let's just assume
Good dodge.
if nothing came on the screen to say anything, then it just means that it said middle school, and I'm wrong. And I don't.
I can't believe you turned around because of the scary guy.
And then there was more.
And there was a hallway full of
more
scary
scary
guys.
stuff back there. Can you believe that?
In Evil Hill?
But now the scary guys that were down here, they're not here anymore.
Oh, they migrated.
Ooh.
Look at all these umbrellas.
Oh, is that?
guess it
is that
was
where
raining.
The locker is?
Or that's the
Well,
annex.
Oh, this is.
ボックスが開かない
Box won't open. Oh, there are the lockers. Hey, those might be the lockers.
I think I found the
Yeah.
lockers.
敵がいる
What?
What?
No. No.
Maybe it goes from bottom to top. Maybe it's 337.
No, it was 377.
確か
Dude, what? What's it say? Last time I was here, it told me what the name on the lock said, but now it's not saying.
Maybe it's a different
I
locker?
mean, I guess. What the actual frickin' frack over here? Huh?
What if that girl, her locker's on the second floor because she's got a second floor classroom? You ever think about that?
No. These fucking faces.
The locker name in here is AoE.
What?
The locker name in here is AoE.
Wrong locker? Oh wait, there's...
Pleased to meet you, Ron Locker.
Come on now. Hey, we don't need any of that, okay?
Pleased to meet you, Ron Locker.
No.
What can I do for you?
You get...
What can I do for
Ron, I don't want to talk right now.
you? We got him tall, we got him short. Thin walls, thick walls, 3 combinations, lockless.
You got... Whoa!
Whatever you need. That's scary.
You got some of those real skinny lockers, but then they have a switch inside of them that pops open like a more square one on top of that.
Oh, do we? We do. Do we? We do.
Oh, I gotta tell you, Ron, it sounds like you got some real good lockers on offer.
How many can I get you down for?
Can I take just one to start?
Minimum order's 500. We sell to schools.
Well, I am a school. We just have one student. That's why I'm hoping we could just get one.
Guess I could give you a test locker.
Tess Locker? Is she your sister?
Yeah, she can come down, scope out the situation, see if there's anything we can do for you.
Boy, Ron, sure sounds like we've got a deal.